What's up YouTube, DJ here, this is Builder again, this time with another deck profile video. And of course today, as you can see here, we are going to do my deck profile of my Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom deck. Yes, finally DPTO8 is out, and this is the deck that I wanted to build from the set. And now I'm excited to showcase to you my deck profile of this deck. So hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to go through the cards that I run, and then later I'm going to go through a little combo video later part of the video. So yeah, so let's move on to the deck profile. So our right deck, we run Skunk Ho Hose Eric, Tier Night Tail, Facial Shinso Argus, and Soranryu Maelstrom. So I'm pretty sure you know all the effects of the cards already. So this is our right line, but if you don't know, let me explain. For Tier Knight Teal, when you write a unit with Aqua Force in the name, you can search your deck for a Blue Storm Armada card, which is one of the orders that we run in the deck, which I will go through later. Then if you have a Vanguard with Maelstrom in the name, he gets power plus 5k. It's a continuous effect, so it's a 13k base on Rearguard Circle. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Then for Algos, if you write a unit with only Aqua Force in his clan, you can check the top 7 cards of your deck. Then Superior Core unit with only Aqua Force in its clan or a Tier Dragon, then shuffle the deck. Then on Rearguard Circle, when this unit attacks, if it's the 4th battle or more, this unit gets 5k power. And then if he hits, you get to draw a card. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then the last but not least, we have Maelstrom, which is our boss monster, which lets you Superior Core unit from your Aqua Force unit or Tier Dragon from your soul, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, it gives the Rearguard the restanding ability, which is pretty cool. And he has the all limit break skill when he attacks. If the 4th battle or more, draw 1 card and choose your opponent's Rearguard and retire, which is pretty cool. And this is the secret version of the card, which looks absolutely beautiful. If you didn't know, this is the Vanguard 0 artwork, the alternate art of Maelstrom in Vanguard 0, which, yeah, I have to say it looks very beautiful. So I'm happy to get this rarity of Maelstrom, which looks absolutely beautiful. I love it, man. And it reminds me of Vanguard 0, man. I used to play Vanguard 0. So yeah, that's the right line. So now let's move on to the grade 3. So our grade 3s, we run, of course, 3 more copies of Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom. So 2 RRR and 1 FFR, which the FFR looks absolutely beautiful, by the way. Then we run 4 Inlet Pulse Drum from DBTO4. There's no reason why you won't run Inlet Pulse. And then we run 3 copies of the Order, the Blue Storm Armada Order. As you can see here, let me just move these cards over here. 3 copies of the Blue Storm Armada Order, and then 1 copy of this order, the generic card order. So yeah, let me explain why we run like this, our grade 3. So for Maelstrom, I'm going to explain because it's your main grade 3. Then for Inlet Pulse, I'm going to explain why, because Maelstrom calls it out and your Argos calls it out. So and Inlet Pulse gives you a free draw every single turn. So yeah, definitely you run Inlet Pulse. Then for the Blue Storm Armada Order, this card, basically it's if you can only activate this card if you have a Vanguard with Maelstrom in the name. Then choose and use all of the effects. Unit in your drop zone with only Aqua Force in his clan and or a Tier Dragon and call it to Rearguard Circle. And then second effect is choose one of your units. It gets 5k power for each other order in your order zone. So yeah, this card is actually pretty good. It lets you Superior Core free unit from your drop zone, which is most of the time happening because you're going to have drop zone anyway. So but there's no need, don't really find a need to run 4, because I find 4 is kind of a break. And so yeah, I think 3 order is enough. You can run 4 if you want to, but I rather have space just to put this order. So basically, if you don't know what this order does, so basically this order is technically your 5th persona right of the deck. So what this order does is basically you can only activate this order if you have a Vanguard grade 3 and he has the Persona Ride icon and you have not Persona Road this turn. Activate this order. This turn you are considered Persona Ride and you get to draw one and your whole front row gets 10k power. So yeah, this is technically your 5th Persona Ride of the deck, which is pretty good. Just in this card is just in case you don't have like a Maelstrom in your hand, so you can't Persona Ride. Just activate this order and you get technically it's Persona Ride, which is pretty cool. Sadly, we only can run one copy because it's only limited to one copy per deck. But yeah, this card is amazing. This card actually really expensive now. Notice, it's only a double R, but it is, I think, if I'm not wrong, it is $60 right here, right now, in my country. $60 for a double R. Can you imagine that, guys? Like, really, really willing to spend $60 just for one copy of this card. It's an order, so yeah, just think about it. Like, there's a reason why this card is like $60. So yeah, that's our grade 3. So let's move on to our grade 2s. For our grade 2s, we only run one grade 2, which is Tidal Assault. So yeah, 3 triple Rs and 1 FFR. So Tidal Assault is from the new pack. What it does is, if on regular circle when this unit attacks, you can Soul Blast 1. If your Vanguard is Maelstrom, give your Vanguard power plus 5k until the end of the turn. And the second ability is, when this unit attacks, if it's the second or more battle, cost counter plus 1, re-stand this unit. So yeah, it's kind of a little downgrade from the previous Tidal Assaults, because the previous Tidal Assaults don't need you to have Vanguard with Maelstrom. This card only generic, is only specific for Maelstrom, but the good news is he does not lose power compared to the previous Tidal Assaults, where if you do 2, the first one where you just, after you restood, you just lose 5k power, and the second one is the V-Series one, you just Soul Blast to withstand itself, but if it's the second more battle, it gets minus power instead. This card is actually pretty good, I have to say, but it's a little, I won't really say it's a downgrade. I actually say it's an upgrade, but it's specific to Maelstrom. So in premium, if you're not playing Maelstrom, you definitely won't run this Tidal Assault. So yeah, that's our grade 2s. That's all the grade 2s we run. So now let's move on to our grade 1s. For grade 1s, we run 4 Perfect Guards, of course, 4 Mantis, After the battle that is unit boosted, you can Soul Blast 1, choose 2 of your rear guards and swap their position. So yeah, this card guarantees you an additional attack, which is pretty cool. Then for Mantis, so why I run Mantis? You might be thinking, why do you run this card? Well, because one thing if you notice, Maelstrom is lacking is power. We have everything, man. We have withstanding, we have draw power, we have consistency. We are just missing power. So that's why the reason why I run this Mantis. So just to give my inlet powers, my Tidal Assault's power, so you can attack your opponent for even bigger number. So yeah, that's why I run it, and of course 4 Perfect Guards. So that's why won't you run 4 Perfect Guards? So that's our grade 1s. Let's move on to, last but not least, move on to our triggers. So for triggers, we run, for our critical triggers, we run 7 critical triggers. Yeah, so 4 of the effect are critical triggers and 3 of the new critical trigger from DBTO6. So the reason why I run this critical instead of any other critical is because it is a tier dragon. Yes, you heard right. So Maelstrom can call it, Algos can call it. Of course, you will not try not to call it because there are better things to call. But if, let's say, just in case, in situations where you ride Maelstrom on top of Algos, you check top 7, you don't see any Aqua Force or Tier Dragon units, but you do see this, so you can still at least call it. So yeah, that's why I run this critical. It's just in case, but it doesn't really matter, but I just run it because it is a Tier Dragon. 4 draws, 3 of the 10k shield draw and 1 of the normal draw. This of course is supposed to be the 10k shield, but I only have 3, so yeah, 4 draws and 1 over trigger and 4 heals. So yeah, that's our trigger. So that is the deck profile, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy my deck profile of my Maelstrom deck. I have to say, Maelstrom, the deck is actually pretty fun to play because it's Maelstrom, man. I love Maelstrom. Like, Maelstrom is like one of my favorite units in Vanguard. Second to, of course, Phantom Blaster Overlord. So yeah, that is the deck profile. Let's move on to the combo part, shall we, guys? Alright guys, so this is the combo part of the video. So let me just show you how to do 6 attacks with Maelstrom. So let's say you have like, this is your Regal Circle and you have the order in hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate the order. We're going to play out the Inlet Pulse Dragon from our drop zone. And then choose one of our units. And let's say if we have another order on the order zone, we can choose one of our Regals to give 5k power. We're going to give 5k to Tidal Assault. Then we're going to discard a card from our hand, use Maelstrom's ability to call out another Inlet Pulse Dragon from our soul. Doesn't have to be Inlet Pulse, but you can call out like Algos or anything. So let's say we just call out Inlet Pulse again for Regal Circle. So let's just show you how to do 6 attacks. So how we're going to do 6 attacks? Very simple. Since we use Maelstrom to call out this Inlet Pulse, we're going to swing with this Inlet Pulse first, which props the Maelstrom's ability to give it to restand. So we're going to counter blast 1 to restand this Inlet Pulse. So that's the first battle. Then we're going to swing with Tidal Assault. Tidal Assault skill, when he attacks, you can Soul Blast 1. Then give our Vanguard power plus 5k. So Maelstrom now is 18k power. Then we're going to use Tidal Assault's ability. Since the second battle, counter blast 1 to restand him. So that is the second battle already. Then the third battle, we're just going to swing with our Inlet Pulse that we restored for the first attack. So that's our third battle. Now for the fourth battle. So what we're going to do, we're going to boost with Wheel Assault and Maelstrom is going to attack. So this is the fourth battle. Maelstrom is going to retire Regard and you're going to draw a card. And we'll be hitting with 26k. If you persona right, 36k, which is even bigger. Then we're going to retire, draw 1 card, and then we're going to twin drive. Then let's say we get any triggers, like a critical trigger, we're going to give all effects to the Inlet Pulse on the Regal Circle. Or if you want to hit even more power, you can give it to your Tidal Assault on the Regal Circle. Then after that, since we boosted with Wheel Assault, we're going to Soul Blast 1 again. And then we're going to swap positions with the Inlet Pulse that we used to attack and the Inlet Pulse from the back row. So we have additional 2 more attacks. So this Inlet Pulse is going to attack. And then this Tidal Assault is going to attack. So that is a total of 6 attacks for this turn. So yeah, that is the combo for the Maelstrom deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy profile of Maelstrom and my combo video. I'd like to hear your opinions on Maelstrom. Do you think Maelstrom is good? Do you think Maelstrom needs more boost? Do you think Maelstrom is bad? I would like to hear your opinions down below in the comments down below. Do you think I should add like some other cards to make the deck even better? For personally wise, I find Maelstrom is actually good enough. We have draw power. We have a little bit of consistency. The only thing we are lacking is power, which this is the reason why I run Mantis in this deck. So yeah, that is the deck profile, guys. Hope you guys enjoy my deck profile video of my Maelstrom deck. If you do like what you see, please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more. If you didn't know, guys, I have social media right now. You can follow me down in the links down in the description box down below. So yeah, and one thing I forgot to mention, guys, I am just 32 more subs away from my 300 sub giveaway. So if you do want that giveaway, please do subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more. I'll definitely be doing fight videos with my Maelstrom deck. So please do stay tuned for those videos as well. So yeah, that's all for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. DJ Undisputed 22 signing off.